What is going on, guys? We are going to talk about the top most common UX interview questions to date. Let's get into it. I am partnering up with SKILLSHARE to bring you guys 2 months free of SKILLSHARE to be able to learn absolutely anything. SKILLSHARE has everything from UI design, UX design, creative writing, UI animation, and has a plethora of content for you guys to learn absolutely free for those 2 months that you get with signing up with my code. Check out SKILLSHARE, get your first 2 months free. And with that said, one of my favorite courses is the UI UX animation course by Karim Bala, and it's absolutely amazing. So again, swipe up, get your first 2 months free, and learn to your heart's content. The topic we have today are the most common questions you'll get asked in a UX design interview. So with that said, number 1, tell your person who's interviewing you about yourself. It is highly important. Every interview I've done, I've prepared like 2 to 3 weeks in advance, not only crafting a story about what it is that I have done previously and what I'm really excited about doing at this new company, but also really understanding who the hell is in the room, understanding what they've done, their accomplishments, so you can bridge the conversation, not only talk about yourself, but bridge the gap between what you were really excited about and what you want to do at the company with what they have done in their career as well. Number 2, how do you work? What is the process you typically do when you're in your work? And usually for me, I like to figure out what the issue is, prescribe a solution, apply the solution, and then always go back and reapply the solution as needed. Number 3 is like walk us through a real life scenario of that process. So what particular project do you want to run us through that you are able to apply this process that you just talked about into a project, and what was the outcome? So that's number 3. Number 4 is, are you a team player? This is extremely important because when you're in an interview, there's 2 things that you're always being constantly checked upon. How good is your skill, but also, are you gonna pass the asshole test? Anybody can have an amazing technical skill, but if they're an asshole in the community or in the organization, nobody wants to work with them. If you wanna go fast, go alone. If you want to go farther, go together. Working together, you're allowed to get a lot more valuable things done. So it's really important that you are a team player and that you're not just a cocky ass. Number 5, what has been your worst project, or what is your weakness? To be honest, I really don't like this question because I am very much a proponent of strengths. If anybody ever asks you like what your worst weakness is, I highly implore you to just address them like this. Listen, I don't like to focus on weaknesses because to me, you're asking me what I can't do for your organization. I'm here today because I only care what I can do for your organization. Here are a few of my strengths that I know are highly valuable to your organization and what I have done in my history of work to showcase these are my strengths. So that's how I would respond. Number 6, what is it that you have thought about with our product that you can help us with? You need to be able to outline specifically before the interview actually happens, a canned response as to how you can help them impact their product in a positive way. A lot of companies like to do pre-works where you basically do a project before the interview, basically so they can see how you think and how you would go about doing a project with them. Number 7, where do you get your inspiration from, your design inspiration? The easiest answer that I constantly always stick to is just keeping abreast of what is going on in the design industry, understanding who's using what, why they're doing things, and what has been successful, and just keeping an open eye. And number 8, like I said before, sometimes there is a live UX design challenge where they have you diagnose a problem live with them, or they have you do a pre-work where they basically test your UX knowledge and UI knowledge before the actual interview so they can see, again, how you think and how you actually do your work. So with that said, guys, those are my 8 most common UX interview questions to date. This is your boy, Brandon Groce, your favorite designer, and Hype Beast, out.